Hello everybody, my name is, of course, Griffin, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today marks the start of a short video series that I am going to create all about this camera right here, the Sony a5000. This camera is quite old, it came out in 2014 I believe, and because of that there aren't any very comprehensive reviews or tutorials that I could find on YouTube. I'm here to fix that. So for the first video in this series, I'm going to discuss the physical features and ergonomics of this camera. When I first look at the a5000, and I'm sure many others would agree with me here, I immediately notice how compact it is. This is even more amazing once you realize how much Sony has packed into this incredibly small footprint. Starting at the front of the camera, I have the kit lens that came with the camera, which is also very compact. When you flip the power switch on the top like this, the lens extends a bit. Next to the lens, in the bottom left, there is a small button that when pressed releases the lens for removal. If you didn't already know, the a5000 is an interchangeable lens system. To reattach the lens, you just have to line up the small dots and twist it a bit, and it should click into place. Reattaching the lens is sometimes a little bit finicky, but it shouldn't take you any more than 10 seconds. Moving now to the top of the camera, there's a flash button that when pressed fairly hard, releases the flash. To retract the flash, all you have to do is push it down gently and it should fold back into place. On either side of the flash are the two microphones on the a5000. In a later video, you'll find that the camera's audio is actually quite impressive. In the top right of the camera, you'll find the large silver shutter button for photos, and there's a small dial that rotates around the shutter button. That dial is one of two ways to zoom on the camera. To the right of the shutter button is the on-off switch, and below that is the movie recording button. Now we look at the back of the a5000, where you first see a standard 3-inch LCD screen which tilts 180 degrees upwards so that you can see yourself. In the top right of the main button area on the back of the camera is a thumb rest, and to the left of that, the menu button. In the middle of the area is the central control dial, which has many customizable features. There is an OK button inside of the dial as well. The final two buttons are a playback button and the question mark button, which can be customized but by default is used as a delete button. Moving to the left side of the camera, there is a large flap that reveals a full SD card slot and micro USB and HDMI ports on top and bottom, respectively. The micro USB port is used to charge the battery, which can be done without removing the battery from the body entirely. Finally, on the bottom of the camera, there is a gray switch that releases the battery flap and a standard tripod mount. Overall, I don't have any complaints with the placing of the buttons, although I do wish the grip on the right was deeper. It is still comfortable to hold and can be easily held with one hand as it is very light. My only other complaint has to do with the small triangles on the sides of the camera. These are for the neck strap, which I never use, and they clank around and ruin the audio when recording, especially if you're moving around and shooting handheld. I find that the best solution is to just tape them down with some black tape. Well, that is it for part 1 of this video series, reviewing and testing the Sony a5000 digital mirrorless camera. Thanks for watching, and subscribe so that you don't miss part 2. See you then.